Yo, what is going on, everybody? I figured while we were going through some of the stuff on the 350 here, as you can see, I'm doing some work on that. I take you guys along on a little inspection, just a slight little subtle inspection of the DR200. Let's dive right into it. All right, so first and foremost, I highly recommend if you're gonna do any type of work on any of your bikes, just wanna show you, this is the rundown list of what we're gonna be doing on the DR200. Now, I'm not doing this today. I'm not doing all of this. There's only one thing we're gonna check on the DR200 real fast, and that's because I've got a new air filter box ready. And as you can see with my 350, I cleaned my Airbox out nice and clean. This old air filter right here is actually still new. It has a couple rides on it, but where we ride, it gets really dirty. It really looks worse than what it actually is on camera. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It really looks worse on camera than what it actually is. Mainly because of where we ride, all the air and dust and everything is just straight black. I don't want to say it's coal, but we do ride in the PA coal hills and all that stuff. So I don't think it's actual coal, but it turns everything black really fast. Like that's 2 to 3 rides. So what we're going to dive into today is we're just going to take a look at the air filter and the air box on the DR200 just to see if it needs to be cleaned, if it needs to be, the air box needs to be cleaned out. All right, now I have not opened the Airbox up on this DR200 since I've moved. Probably a little bit longer than that. So when we open it up, it's going to be a treat for me as well as you all as the viewers. If it's filthy, don't knock me for it. I'm not expecting it to be though because it is a sealed Airbox system. It's not open like the 350. I'm curious to see how it's going to look. I'm sure it needs to be cleaned and oiled, but we'll see how bad it really is. All right, so if I can remember correctly, these are the only 2 tools that I do believe you need to access the air filter on this bike. It's essentially just taken off the seat. I think it's gonna be my 12 millimeter. I don't know what size Allen key this is. And I think that's it. I think it's gonna be just the 12 millimeter. So let's get to it. On. This has got a little nipple right here that seals into there. So you take the one screw out, and boom, pops off. 12 millimeter for the seat. Boy, do I have to deep clean this bike. I believe this has another nipple that's right in here. Yep. And then this kind of slides down. You can see it hooks in, so when you put it back in, you hook it in. You don't just push it straight because it won't go. Super simple. That bolts out. This is how you access your battery. Really easy. It's got this nice strap that keeps it in place. Come over to this side. Same thing. Same little bolt. As the left side, as you can see. Okay, this piece of plastic comes off, I believe exactly the same. Yep, exactly the same way. It's also hooked. I didn't show you that on the other one, but same thing. And I believe both sides come off exactly the same way. I don't think they come off any differently. Make it easier for us. Easier and faster. Here we go. This side does have a washer on it because the plastic is a little different. Actually, the other side might too, but it might just be because it's just slightly different. Same way, comes off. Plastic, as you can see, slightly different. I gotta really deep clean this thing. Okay, seat bolts are out. That was all done in real time, as you can see. Didn't take anything out beforehand. Seat, just like all bikes, has this little adapter right here on it. Slides into here, so when you slide it down, you gotta make sure it's locked into place on that. You gotta just slide it back. So we're gonna go ahead and clean some of this up real quick, and then we'll open up the Airbox. I'll show you where the Airbox is, and then we'll get right back at it. So my number one cleaner, well, 2 of my number one cleaners, is either Windex or baby wipes. Baby wipes work phenomenal for everything. This tank area first, so we're not dropping anything down into the Airbox. You guys hear my chickens out there? You hear that? All right, so this is your Airbox. cover right here. Basically, you got these two tabs, pull them down towards you. I like to wiggle them one at a time at first, only because they are thin plastic. You can easily snap them. You get all the dirt and stuff in them like this, and if you try to just force it down right away, you do run the risk of possibly snapping it. So that's just my 2 cents. The cover off. It's fairly clean. And here's our Airbox. So our filter is not bad. Let's get some extra lighting. It's a little dirty, like I was saying. I expected it to be kind of dirty, but that's, man, that might be pushing 2 years worth of not cleaning. So we'll go ahead and take the air filter out just to show you how you do that. It's a little wing nut right here. Since I'm cleaning the 350s, I might as well go ahead and clean this filter and freshly oil it and everything. Hell, I'll get another 2 years of riding without having to do it again. All right, so essentially that's basically all you have. You have this wing nut, it slides through. This is the worst part about this whole filter. If any of you that are watching this have a DR200 and never done this before, this is the worst part about putting this air filter back in, is when you slide this through, getting this to line up with the wing nut bolt that is melted basically inside of the air filter cage. You have this little metal cage here. This is kind of just like a spark arrestor basically, so it doesn't come back out and light your air filter on fire, which never happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this is essentially what your Airbox looks like. Now, that red stuff that you're seeing, that's just the rim grease. I like to apply a liberal coating of rim grease around the air filter. It's actually pretty damn clean. I'll show you real quick what we were doing on the 350. So we have a brand new front sprocket, brand new chain, brand new rear sprocket. You know what's funny is this chain right here was actually brand new. It's only got about 4 rides on it, but I made the mistake of ordering a non-O-ring chain, and this had my rear axle backed all the way out with the OEM 118 link on this bike. The chain is still in immaculate condition, so I think what I'm going to do, even the master link looks brand new still. I think I'm going to break a link off, save that as a spare. But she's looking clean with those new sprockets and that brand new chain. I also have replaced the side plastics, which are those nasty white ones. They get real filthy all the time. And we went ahead and replaced them, as you can see. So it looks really good, but I think what I'm gonna do also is I think I'm gonna also replace this side plastic as well as the other, and then possibly replace these 2 fronts. All right, well, that is gonna do it for this video. I figured I wouldn't show you how you oil and clean your air filter. If you wanna see how you do that, let me know, leave a comment down below, and I'll go ahead and I'll show you how I do that and what I use. Super simple, super easy. I do have a video on my channel. You just have to search for it that shows you how I clean an oil filter and everything like that, but I don't mind redoing it again, as well as putting this all back together. I did all that in real time. As you saw, it only took like, what did it take? 5 minutes to disassemble, take everything, and that was with me taking my time and rambling on at the same time. So it's super simple to get to your air filter on the DR200. I will catch you all in the next one. Peace. Quick little outtake update. Check these things out. I've been printing these helmet mounts out for the garage, and I still need to print a couple more out, but these things are slick, man. They got a nice little key holder right there, as well as the helmet mount, real nice and solid. I need to print some out. I got my street helmet, I got my wife's helmet, I got my dirt helmet. There's my ADV helmet, so I need one for that. I need one for my daughter's helmet. Yeah, and then I need to print a couple more hooks for these. Those were just temporary. My wife got a bunch of pull noodles, not sure why. This is my daughter's bike y'all haven't seen. Little KLX 110. Oh, and also, I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. So I'm getting started back on my garage build because, as you can see, I didn't get back to it again yet because it is just an absolute disaster in here. Just an absolute disaster. So all the painting is pretty much done except for the top lip. I still have to work on the garage panels. I got to paint them, clean them up because they're just old, discolored, and nothing wrong with them, but they're just old and discolored. And then I got to continue working back over here. So this section over here, I'm working on a home gym. And then I'm gonna get all this mess out of here. It's gonna be a home gym here, and then I'm gonna have my daughter's gymnastic area set up as well. So plenty of room for all that. But as you can tell, it's a disaster in here. I apologize for not jumping on part 2 for the garage build. I was excited to start it. Got stuck with doing all the, basically the, I'll call it farm tasks for the chickens and everything outside. I'm gonna make some videos on that stuff as well soon. So everybody stay tuned. Everybody stay ready. It's gonna be awesome. Thanks for watching. Peace.